I show you how that camera is hanging from the ceiling.
Hello everyone, Robert here. What I'm going to do is show you how to fold a Dart paper airplane. This paper airplane is something that was taught back at junior college by a fellow student, and showed me the distance and the carnage that it actually can create. So what I'm going to do here is take an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, and I'm going to fold it from the top right to the bottom left. Then what I'm going to do is take, as you can see here, then I take this edge here and fold it over just like this. So this paper airplane that someone showed me how to make showed me at lunchtime in this picnic area at a community college, and he was trying to get the attention of some female students on the other side of the lawn, which was probably about 100 to 150 feet away. And he took a piece of paper and he folded up this airplane, and he was telling us that he could, or was going to try to hit that girl on the other side. And we all kind of laughed at him because of the fact of how far it was, and that, you know, any of us that ever made these paper airplanes never thrown something that far. And so he folded up this Dart, whatever you want to call it, I called it Dart, paper airplane. And by that time, or I should say it was lunchtime, so the lawn was pretty full of a whole bunch of students eating lunch. And he took this plane and just lobbed it straight up in the air as if lobbing a baseball or something, straight up. And we see this thing take off in the air and almost like disappears because it goes so far up. And we kind of look and we can see it, and as it goes down, it's gaining speed to the point where, like, oh, that is not going to be good if it hits somebody. And it didn't hit anybody, but it came like 2 feet from this girl that was sitting on the lawn 100 feet away, and it literally stuck in the ground just like this, right next to her. And we were just flabbergasted that it didn't hit anyone, and if it did, someone would have been hurt. But the funny thing is that no one knew where it came from, so obviously we weren't going to get in trouble or anything. But just thinking that if this thing stuck somebody or hit somebody, and they'd be looking around, and here we're 100, 150 feet away in a group of people, and they would have no idea where this thing came from. So here's the end product right here, and all you do is you put your finger in this section here. You don't have to stick it in, but you just put it there for leverage, and you literally throw it as if you're like throwing a ball or something other than holding on to it. And you have to throw pretty hard. So you want to chuck this as hard as you can to get the best distance. But the downside is if you arc it or anything like this, it doesn't fly right. Not only that, but once this is flown once and it hits the ground or anything, this edge bends, and once it's bent, it never flies as well. So the best thing to do is to either make multiples of these, or once you throw it once, that's it. Don't try throwing it again, or you will, but it won't get the distance that you want. The best way to do this is use a little bit heavier paper stock. It's a little bit stiffer and it helps fly a lot longer.
This is my technique of hanging the camera above the table to film folding the Dart paper airplane.